Hello everyone. Welcome to this Bold Reports tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to use the report loaded, report error, show error, drill through, and hyperlink events in an ASP.NET Core application to interact with reports. Events are specific actions or occurrences in a report or its components that you can respond to programmatically. They act as triggers that allow developers to execute custom logic when something happens in the report viewer, designer, or processing engine. For this demo, I have already created an ASP.NET Core application and added the report viewer control. There's a link in the description below to the video showing you how to get to this point. Let's start by seeing how the report loaded event works in this application. The event is triggered when the report has finished loading and is ready for processing. You can handle this event to specify data sources and parameters on the client side. To demonstrate, I will bind a data source to an RDLC report from the client side and render it using the event. I have already designed the product details.rdlc report and added it to the application in the resources folder. I move to the index.cshtml file and update the report path property with the report name. Then I initialize the report loaded event with the onReportLoaded method. Inside the function, I add the data collection value to the data source variable. The report object variable retrieves the bold report viewer instance from the HTML element with the ID viewer, initializing the viewer's data sources property with an array of data source objects. The name is case-sensitive and should match the data source name in the report definition. Finally, I run the application to trigger the event and the report has been rendered successfully. Next, I'll initialize the report error event and onReportError method using the same report. It will trigger when an error occurs during report processing. I implement the onReportError method to display an error message in an alert dialog. To do this, I change the data source name to an incorrect one in the RDLC report. Then, I implement the show error event in the application. It triggers when an error occurs in the report items. For this example, I have designed the sales order details report with an error item. I add this report to the application and update the report path property. I implement the method to display the error code, detail, and message in an alert dialog. Now, I'll demonstrate the drill-through event in the application. I've designed drill through reports and added them to the report server application. Customer support analysis is the main report, and customer support representative analysis is the sub-report. I update the report service URL. Report server URL. Service authorization token. And report path properties according to the configuration in the report server application. I initialize the drill-through event and method. It triggers when a drill-through item is selected in a report. Inside the method, I add a sub-report and parameter values. I run the application and render the customer support analysis report. I click a link to trigger the event and navigate to the sub-report based on the parameter value. Finally, I will initialize the hyperlink event and onHyperlink method. These trigger when the user clicks a URL in a report. I update the report path property for a report with hyperlinks that is added in the report server application. And implement the property with the alert dialog. I run the application and click the URL. The event is triggered and it redirects to the proper web page. In this video, I have shown you how to implement report load and error events in an ASP.NET Core application. To learn more about Bold Reports, you can visit boldreports.com. If you don't have a Bold Report subscription, you can try out the platform with a free trial. If you prefer a demo from an expert, Request Demo allows you to schedule one. If you found this video useful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like it. Thanks for watching.